we've made it out to the Eyre Peninsula.
We literally jumped in the water and swam with about, 20 dolphins and about 10 seals. The most amazing things we've ever done. It is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this before.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome back to Australia. We've actually made our way down to South Australia, and yes, there is a state called South Australia. I think after New South Wales and Victoria and Queensland, they're just like, you know what, this is South Australia.
And this is West.
And this is West. They got very unique with the names, but we've made it out to the Eyre Peninsula.
So yesterday we jumped on a flight, headed to Adelaide, and when we landed, we had one more flight. We were heading to Port Lincoln, and to get there, you need to jump on a tiny, 10-passenger propeller plane. We're literally getting led to this tiny plane by the pilot.
It's a one-man crew. This town is so tiny. The flight attendant, this is an experience I've never had before. The actual attendant was walking around saying, does anybody need a taxi? And she was just going to book a taxi because...
Was she?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
on your phone. I was like, that's kind of cool. But we've actually picked up a car because we're going to be doing a bit of a road trip through the Eyre Peninsula, showing you some of the spots to see when you come out here.
And before we start exploring, we have heard that there is a place called Rogan Rascal, and they meant to do the best coffees in the area. So we're going to head there, and then we're going to start exploring.
The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure it's just down there because that's the town. I'm sure I can see it from here.
Alrighty guys, we've jumped back in the car and we are heading off to a place called Coffins Bay. It is about half an hour outside of Port Lincoln, and this place is very famous for its national park. And I've told Stephen that we are going to the national park, but actually Stephen, we are doing something else.
Oh, what? What are we doing?
So remember in London?
Yeah.
Remember when we did the street food?
Yeah.
What was your favourite thing we tried?
Can I say the chocolate cereal? Is that allowed?
It was more seafood related.
Ah, the mussels?
No.
Is Coffins Bay known for oysters?
Stephen's never had a fresh oyster before.
Yeah,
We're going to have our first one here in London. You ready?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I just hate the ocean. Are you serious? What are we doing?
Ready? So my goal today is to make you fall in love with oysters.
Did you not see the London vlog? I have to admit, this is the most different restaurant kind of entrance I've ever been to.
Where are you guys from?
Perth?
Perth.
Yeah. So we.
So are you.
Oh.
Stephen making us laugh with his laugh. All the girls wearing all the guys' jackets. We live in that Friday.
Alright, off you go.
Okay.
Lemon it up.
I heard if you add some lemon, that kind of adds to it. And if you're gonna
You don't
have
get any
them-
fresher than this, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite nice. I think because I did less of the chewing that time.
Yeah, you didn't chew it for 2 hours before you swallowed. Alright, do it again. It's
not bad.
Lemon that up. I'm converting you, Steve. Ready? Oh, proud of you.
That's pretty good. Wow. This is such a cool experience. We're just out in the middle of the bay. There's just a table out here.
And look at all the oysters. I'm so proud of you, Steve. You're actually doing it.
I'm a stan.
Aw.
We've learned how to shuck them, how to open it. There you go.
It's hard. How did I make it look so easy?
You just open
I don't know how to get... Oh my gosh.
You did it.
It's kind of open now.
Tipped off.
Oh my goodness. I've completely ripped it in half.
Oh no, the presentation on that one. Okay, Jess did a pretty good job at convincing me to join the oyster train. That, if you've never had oysters before, if you had a bad experience, I mean, nothing gets as fresh as that. We're literally sitting in our little suits, little half-wet suits, floating in the middle of the bay, and then all the oysters were just coming straight fresh from the bay there. So they got all the oysters out, pretty much shucked it right in front of us, and when we ate it, I mean, I love doing food when there's an experience with it, and that was an experience. I'd highly recommend that for you guys. I'm on the oyster train, but we have a nice little dinner reservations for tonight. We're gonna go check it out.
Guys, we've come to the most beautiful place for dinner. The place is called Line and Label, and everything here is made, caught and grown here in the Eyre Peninsula, and we've just ordered the most amazing meal. So this is blue trevally fish. This broccoli was grown just in the veggie patch outside, and Stephen has ordered, they say that it is in
Like one of the top 21 new dishes of the world.
yeah, top 20 new dishes of the world.
And little old Port Lincoln has it.
Port Lincoln. So it's basically, you eat the cheeks of the ocean jackets, like the snout of the ocean jacket fish.
Wow. First of all, you guys need to be impressed. This is me wearing my fancy shirt. I'm going to start hopefully doing this.
My
in
dad
the
told him
future.
off.
Yes, Jess's dad told me off. So this is for you, David. If we're going to fancy restaurants, this shirt will come out. I've got 2 of them, so please be impressed.
But I know everyone actually wants to see you trying.
Yeah.
This, so she said you have to cut off the cheeks.
Okay.
Is it good?
I don't think I've ever had a fish with that flavour before.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my fish. Ooh.
Long time it's taken me, but I figured out now to some degree. This life, it happens fast. I'll enjoy the time in this hourglass. Yes, I will. Oh yes, I will.
So in our tiny little rental car, we are expected to drive on to the beach. This doesn't feel right. Here we go.
I assume that's the office up there.
Morning guys, it is the next day and I'm so excited. We woke up today at 5 a.m. and we just drove around 3.5 hours southwest to a place called Bear Bay. And the reason we are here is that there's this big seal colony just off the shore, and you can actually jump on a boat, jump into the water and swim with the seals.
Very cool morning. Totally worth the long drive to get out here.
Totally worth it. So yeah, we've just parked up on this beach and we see our boat out there. We're gonna go check in.
Where do we check in? The beach?
We're gonna go check in and get ready to swim with some seals.
I would do anything for you. Build a castle up around you if I could figure out how to. And I would fight anyone for you.
Oh my gosh! 3 seals! Oh my gosh!
Hey, bud.
Hey!
Lewis.
Lewis!
He's pretty cool, eh?
Wow!
Give him a scratch on the chest if you want.
Really?
Just not on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is pretty good.
Oh my gosh, you're
Oh,
amazing!
it's so good to see him out here, eh? That's good value.
Lewis!
Pining for sunlight, collecting up any kind of light, swallowing fables, chewing my
Seriously, how cool was that, Steve?
So cool.
Oh my gosh, guys. So we literally jumped in the water and swam with about, 20 dolphins and about 10 seals, and that was probably one of the most amazing things we've ever done. And the best bit of all is that there's this resident seal that's kind of become friends with the boys that run the boat, and whenever they jump into the water, the seal gets really excited and wants belly scratches, and they say sometimes they'll give this seal a belly scratch and it will just fall asleep in their arms. That was unreal. If you guys come to the Eyre Peninsula, that's like 100% must. You can't miss that. But yes, we are now driving home, and seeing as we've driven 3 hours out, on the way back we're going to be stopping off at a couple of like highlight spots, and the first one is this cave right by the ocean.
Got a way of keeping me up most nights. It's always worth the sleep.
Guys, this is why you need to road trip Australia, because you have the opportunity to find hidden gems like this one.
And you look beautiful in morning.
Alrighty guys, so we've come to our second stop on our way back to Port Lincoln. This spot is called Lockwell's Beach.
We're stopping here for couple of reasons. One is there's no one else here, so you can pretty much walk down these stairs and have your own private beach. Or if you're in a little bit of a rush to get back, there is this really nice lookout and you just get such insane views of South Australia's coastline.
All day long.
Seriously guys, South Australia is so beautiful.
When the words run out along with our old age, I still hear you in many other ways.
Alrighty guys, so the sun is about to set in probably around 20 minutes, so we've stopped off at Greenlee Beach and we've set up our car right where the sun is about to set.
And we're just going to watch the sunset before heading back to Port Lincoln.
Morning guys, it is our last day here in the Eyre Peninsula, and this morning we went out and found an amazing place for a coffee. It's called Boston Bean. Hi! Oh, Steve! Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy!
It's a little pop. Hello, poppers.
Hi! They actually roast their beans on site, and then you have like fresh coffee right there. It was really good. Totally recommend it. We've heard about this spot down in Whalers Way called the Swimming Hole. So we've come down to the beach and we're going to be spending the morning swimming inside rock pools.
Alright, I think we found the way down to the swimming hole.
I think we found it. I'm not sure. Guys, we've literally found a mermaid like lagoon.
So
How
make me the mermaid?
Yes, you're the mermaid! It's so cool. So the ocean over there is like so rough, but then you come in here and it is still and so clear. It is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this before. Wow. And there's all these like little rocks that you can chill on. It's so nice.
But don't tell me about yourself, 'cause I don't need any more help to fall for you. Oh, and I've never
Had such a fun time. If you were interested in checking out our full itinerary on what we did, we kind of put a blog post together on South Australia's website. I'll link it below. So if you did want to plan your own trip following our footsteps, at least you can see kind of where we ate, where we stayed, prices and all of that. But we're back at the very small Port Lincoln Airport, about to head home.
in traffic on Christmas Eve. Snow is falling, I'm